Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. The Tahajjud prayer. The Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said in a hadith or saying, "Our blessed, the superior, comes every night. He comes down on the nearest heaven to us worshippers when the last third of the night remains." Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala comes down asking, "Is there anyone to invoke me so that I may respond to his invocation?" Wow. "Is there anyone to ask me so that I may grant him or her request? Is there anyone seeking, asking for my forgiveness so that I may forgive him?" Now, this is a hadith that can be found in the book of Bukhari. The literal meaning of tahajjud is giving up sleep. Now, this prayer is voluntary. It is not obligational. But the sunnah is to offer it in the third portion of the night. So there are many apps out there to calculate this. So right before the suhoor time, or the time for eat for the fast, do it. Now, although tahajjud is voluntary, you should try to make the extra effort to wake up 5 to 20 minutes earlier than you would normally wake up for the suhoor or for your preparations to begin the fasting. Now, I get it that you may be hungry and you may want to eat, but believe me, you will feel much, much more spiritually filled and better if you pray these 2 simple rak'ats for tahajjud. Now, we all want the mercy of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. But in order to receive this mercy from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, you have to put in some work. You have to be deserving of this mercy. So how can you do this? How can you attain this? Simple. You go above and beyond what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has asked you. Now, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has enjoined on the believers 5 daily prayers. But what if you do the extra prayers? What if you pray the 2 rak'ats before Fajr? But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala loves those who, by their own choosing, come to remember Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, come to worship Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, to increase their ibadah. Wow. This is how Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala rewards. In another hadith, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, even if there is any defect in the servants or my servant's regular salah or prayer, he will then ask to see if there's some optional prayers that his servants or his worshippers have in their account. Now, if you have some optional prayers to your credit, then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, this is the mercy of Allah. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will compensate your obligational prayers with your optional prayers, your extra prayers. So to summarize the rewards of tahajjud, this prayer, the benefits are immense. It builds your account in optional prayers, so that if you are negligent in one of them, one of your fard prayers, obligational prayers, then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will take from the optional and add to it. You see how the mercy of Allah works? Now, during this portion of the night, the last 1/3, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is more receptive to your dua. Again, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala asks, is there anyone during this last third to ask me so that I may grant his or her requests? So make the most of this opportunity, please, brothers and sisters in Islam. The rewards of Ramadan are multiplied, and the little extra effort to make this prayer or to make this salah is minimal, 5 to 20 minutes earlier. During this time, ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for whatever that you want. It's in your heart, that your heart desires. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is listening during this time. Assalamu alaikum.